Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play This is the Police with me, Alfapiomega. So, today is day 6, July the 20th, and we have some news about Thomas Blaine, the guy that shot the pregnant woman. Thomas Blaine, a pregnant woman killer sent to a mental hospital. According to Dr. Eleanor Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Mayor Rogers, not afraid of the competition. Okay. Let's hope that's true. Let us hope that is true.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Okay, this is more and more ominous. Okay, so we got the Shift B, I believe is this. Bloomingdale, I'm suffering an extremely severe anxiety attack and I can concentrate on anything. Can I go home? No. You are going to work today. So we got some pretty nice people here. This shift is really shaping up. We got Kochi, Purdy, and Yancey here. Then Bloomingdale 240, Asano 150, Tsubaki 140, and Austin 240. And some really good detectives as well. So let's hope this day is going to be better than the last one where 2 people actually got away from our police force. Let's choose this one is the next track, I think. Don't You Leave Me Here. Pierce Pickering Barrelhouse Jazz Band. Oh, that's a nice tune. Gang member. Kuan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you to take down the gang if you make him an informant. Okay. There are a number of gangs in Freiburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Okay, so we're going after... Okay, so there's a reward 20,000 for taking down the boss, if I read this correctly. Let's start to investigate Ninghe. In this way you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you get to claim a reward. There is also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish, use the small fish to catch the big fish. Oh, okay, so I could arrest him now, but then we couldn't get higher up the chain, and I'm not gonna do that. Eliminate the Red Mask Gang. Balding gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Mask Gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you need to take down the gang within the next 4 days, okay? Fire all black cops. Failed. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. I guess this is Troy Star, so go fuck yourself, Troy Star. Request approved. Oh! Now you can improve your SWAT team. Okay. Ah, okay, so this is how we can upgrade it. Increase efficiency by 50% or will work 2 times a day. So I was hoping that they will work 2 times a day, so let's do that. And request result. Oh, now we can now hire 1 more police officer. So how are we doing? We got... Wow, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people in Shift A and only 2, 4, 6, 7 people in Shift B. So let's hire someone for the Shift B, and I actually think someone didn't come to work. Was that Obi? No. That was one guy though that didn't come. Fall? No, someone didn't come. Robbins? Landau? Didn't come to work. You told me that someone didn't come to work. Who the hell was that? Obi? No. Grant? No. Robin? There was someone that didn't come, and I don't know who that was. Wow, it's actually really hard to figure it out. Okay, we got a PC Platonic here. 400 professionalism. Okay, I think we could fire Staval. He's just too old. And hire PC Platonic for Shift A instead. And we need someone for the Shift B as well. Or someone did not come to work here? That's weird. I thought someone didn't come to work. I guess I'm mistaken. So we got Shift A done, so we need someone for Shift B. Let's hire Robert Trubber for Shift B. And we're done. Okay, backlog, eliminate the rest. So here we can see the quests. We failed one, but the other one is okay. So now our SWAT team can go out twice a day, which is pretty good. Sugar Dream Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Okay, I guess Purdy and Austin can deal with that. That should be easy enough. Then we have investigations. Ah, okay. So we can start investigating him. Ninghe hid the stolen antique necklace. So let's send you guys to deal with that. And we'll keep the other detective in case something else happens. Okay. Nothing much happening, and the music is done. Can we play another one then? Okay, Billabong. that's a nice theme as well. Receiving stolen property. Investigation has started. Good. Attempted murder. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good. Carjacking. Suburb. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. So I think we could send Kochi and these two. Okay, these guys are already coming back, so that should be fine. Let's send Asano and Tsubaki, and Wakibiansi and Bloomingdale for an emergency case, in case something happens. Oh man, this is a funky tune. Okay, hostage situation in the suburbs. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Oh well, I have a hunch that this is really just a child. But we can't really take this matter lightly. What if someone really got a child kidnapped? Carjacking a suburb. Officers have determined the car thief's location, overtake the offender and block the road, catch up with the stolen vehicle, and open fire, or overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Let's overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Nice job. Okay, so you guys are already coming back, that's good. Rubinovich Casino. And the Sands need help. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Okay, I guess we're gonna send someone who really is going to know what's going on. So, I guess Yancy? Damn, okay, here comes the Mafia. Hostage situation. False alarm. Joseph Lower's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Okay, I had a good hunch. Theft. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls was hanging around his table and lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple $1,000 in cash and several credit cards. Casino security showed him outside, saying that he was too drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Okay, I think Purdy and Subak can take care of that. So I wonder when we're going to end today. It's 18:30 already. I think we ended 21 o'clock in the last day, so... Okay, Austin and Bloomingdale are back. Okay, assault with a deadly weapon. Okay, that's not good. Rubinovich Casino. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good. So what the hell is going on here? At the parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and then pulled out a gun and opened fire. Holy hell. Okay, that's actually really dangerous. So let's wait for these two to come back. And yeah, Yancy is back, so I guess everything went smooth with the Mafia? That sounds so weird. Okay, I'm gonna send Kochi to lead this. Yancy, Tsubaki, and Asano. Actually, let's send Bloomingdale instead of Tsubaki. We're gonna have another team here. A woman just shooting casually, that's some kind of hardcore psychopath shit. So this could turn ugly. Receiving stolen property report. You've got 3 new frames. Okay, so right-hand man. Ning He is a faithful assistant, Yin Yang, a founding member of the gang. He's entrusted with the most serious jobs. Nicholas. Ning He keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Vice Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it's closed that night because an important deal was going down. Ning He has a key to the restaurant, and repository valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. So here he's coming and here he's leaving. So I guess he came. I don't know what this is. Is he entering the restaurant? And here he's depositing. Ning He, Chinese immigrant, hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past 10 years. Okay, here's the assault with a deadly weapon. A police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Try to run the van off the road. Use the bullhorn to order the van to stop or shoot out the criminal's task. Let's use the bullhorn to order the van to stop. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant and puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Let go of the man right now or shoot the criminal in the head. These are all bad. I don't know, let's throw a rubber... I don't want to shoot her. Throw a rubber sex doll at her? Wow, I can't believe that worked. Okay. And we can go arrest this guy. A year ago, Ning became owner of the house. The house was listed as a gift of his tax return. Okay, we didn't use the SWAT team, so let's send Tsubaki and Austin and the SWAT to capture him. These guys are coming back. Wow, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and they're still working. This is gonna be heavy. Okay, people are coming back, so Purdy will have some backup if we need. So how did the capture go? He got caught. Okay, nice. 20 for everyone. You were able to arrest all suspect. Okay, I don't want to arrest him. We want to turn him in. So close, and we can end the day. Okay, that was fine. So Shift B is looking really good. We got Kochi and Purdy here. Yancy, Bloomingdale. Wickers, though, is really getting tired of our shit. Okay, Stovall has been fired. OB. So we'll see what Shift A is going to be like tomorrow. So let's end the day. Okay, another day has come. 21st of July. Racist gangs run wild in the city. Investigation into Francis Kendrick could resume. And second tower to be built in Freeburg. Okay. Will we see that happen, is the question.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kinda like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Okay, well that was an interesting cinematic. I wonder what this is gonna go to. Martin Stett is your new deputy now that Kendrick is gone. Alejandro didn't come to work today. Wow, and her skill, is it continuously decreasing? Obi didn't come to work today. And Butch Jr., my cats ate some cream past its sell-by date and they had diarrhea all night. They're better now, but I'd like to spend the day with them. Can I have a day off? No. There's a big sale going on today and I don't want to miss it. No. God damn it, people. Where's your work morale? Okay, so we got Platonic here for the first time. 2 people are missing, which is just freaking great. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? Oh, we can buy from a catalog. In the OH Wrist catalog, you can always find the rich assortment and the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. Okay, let's... we still have some that we haven't really had the time to listen to. I think we listened to this one, so let's start with a nice Chopin classic here. Frédéric Chopin Nocturne in B major, performed by Juan He. The Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it will hardly cost you a thing. Wow. Crime Trap. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report and all of the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed. Up to 3 cops. Oh, Jesus Christ. Investigation Trap. The Mafia will falsify a special investigation and the detective who arrives at the scene will be killed. 1 detective. Or Threaten. The Mafia will intimidate members of the committee before the hearing at the prosecutor's office. A new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed for time, but launches on you along with any other things. Police Academy, send your staff for training. Send an employee to an informal outdoor party, barbecue. And hire a snitch. Pay an employee to gather important information. And then we get Consulting Detective, an experienced but retired detective who will assist your investigation for a modest fee of 50,000. Buy names for 2,500. Find out which of your employees plans to testify against you, and buy silence. Oh, I get it. So if someone is trying to testify against us, we buy their names and then we just had them killed. Or we buy their silence. That's fucked up, man. Can we... No, 3 more days before we can request anything. Theft. Bigfoot Athletic Shoes Shop. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then, without paying, ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Okay, let's send Vandal. Oh my god, I don't know what to send Birch Jr. to. Let's send somebody with Vandal. I need something more complicated to send Birch. With that 30, I'm afraid to send him anywhere. I would like to send him with Platonic, Fall, and Robbins to something more serious. Maybe with a SWAT team. We need to get him higher. 30 is just... I'm so afraid he's useless. Attempted murder in suburbia. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle off the wall cabinet. Okay, this is where we are sending you guys. Like so. Fifth. The teens are standing around smoking not far from the store, admiring their new shoes. Try to grab one of the boys. Hey, mind if I have a cigarette? Or time to return the shoes? Hey, mind if I have a cigarette? They were caught, and officers unharmed. So hurry back home. We got only one officer now in the reserve. Man, 2 people didn't come to work today. That's fucked up. From City Hall. Today in Freeburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door and ensure that visitors don't bring their handheld cameras. Okay, Robbins, great job. So that's the second good thing we have done for the mayor after he has ordered us to fire all black cops. So I think we're improving our stand with them. I don't think we can see anything here, right? No. Attempted murder report. Okay, he was caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good. Everyone got a bit of skill, and Birch Jr. as well. So hurry back home. Okay, Freeburg Elementary School. A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked the teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. Okay, that sounds like a job for Vandal, Samadhi, and Birch Jr. Actually, I'm gonna send Grant. Vandal, Grant, and Birch Jr. Mafia assignment, Christopher Sand. Jack, we have something going down today at the engineering plant at 2209. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing in the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for such a request. Okay, 2209. And what is this? Mr. Boyd, I have a very sensitive issue which our mutual friend Charles Dila said you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she'd just smile and give them whatever they asked for, and even check into the warrant. Okay, that's a bit crude, but I think we're gonna send Grant, Samadhi, and Birch there. Gallery of Modern Art. A guard says that someone got into the exhibition hall, scrawled a picture of penises on the artwork, and hid in the closet. Okay, Platonic and Fall. Check that out. It might have been a bit of an overkill sending out 2 of our best cops there, but... Okay, report on the assault. Offender called, officers unharmed. Good! Birch is at 50 now. Awesome. Okay, hurry back home. We want to do this. Come on. Disorderly conduct. All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple of weeks, and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calms him down, and he points out the bathroom store that the artist locked himself inside. Let's enter the adjoining stall. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art and that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Tell us more about your work. Don't worry, you're not in any trouble. We just want to talk. Tell us more about your work. Cool, we got him. Okay. Okay, I guess we're gonna let this one pass. We don't have the officers for that. The green ones bother me the least. They're like an extra job for money, so it's kind of fine. I think we've done well with every single job. Robbins is gone though. We don't know anything about our officers. He's still protecting the mayor when he's shooting his. Oh no, they were not shooting a movie. They were playing Back to the Future. And here's the engineering plant. We just received a call from the groundskeeper at a machine factory. He spotted two offenders stealing aluminum from a factory through a hole in the wall. Okay, that's the mafia job, but I don't think stealing aluminum is something we really need to take care of. Or at least I hope so.
911.
Thank you. From Christopher G. Sand. Thank you for doing as we asked. Here's the amount we agreed on. 4,000. Offender escaped. Still not the end of the day. Psychological test from City Hall. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleanor Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Okay, so the day is over. And we got 12,000 bucks. Let's end the day. So Shift A looking pretty good. Some of our people are tired as hell. Shift B. Oh, and I didn't check. Oh God, I hope that didn't screw things up. I didn't check the mafia today. The mafia, I mean the gangs. We wanted to investigate the lady from the Red Mask gang. So let's do that tomorrow, first thing. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll see you with Shift B in the next episode.